So, I wanted to make this video because I just wanted to express myself in this video about how I have accomplished something greater that may seem small to someone else, but it's bigger to me. And I was just talking to the Lord, talking about how far He has brought me and how I've overcome those things, those obstacles back then in my life. You know, you may don't know my story right now, but I just want to tell you that 2020 was the worst year of my life. It was the hardest year it was hard for everyone. You know, when the pandemic happened, that's when things really changed. That's when things really changed for me and changed for the world. You know, a lot of tragedy happened. You know, I lost some people in 2020 as well, and it just like it was like all of these bad things was going on, repeatedly, like happening continuously throughout the year of 2020. And I just realized that I have accomplished some things that may seem like it's small to someone, but it's bigger to me. You know, the thing that I overcome was a lot of things that you may not know, but I just want to tell you that why I consider it being an accomplishment to me is because it changed my fate. It changed the way I used to think. It changed my mindset. It changed my beliefs, and it changed me. And that's exactly what 2022 has done for me today. 2022 has changed me. 2020 was the worst thing that I went through. It was the beginning of the trials that I went through and the obstacles that I had to go through. And now 2022 is the year that I have realized that I overcame. It is the year that I have achieved and accomplished some things that may seem small, but it was why I refer it to being an accomplishment is because I'm alive today. You know, the thing that I went through back then in 2020, I think 2021. I don't know which one, 2020 and 2021. I feel like both of those years were the worst year. Okay, both of those years were the worst year. 2020 and then 2021 were the worst year. But I'm saying like both of those years was tough for me. But I just want to let you know the reason why I feel like it's an accomplishment that I have overcame those things this year is because I got to learn. The Lord has taught me. He has not only taught me that He was always with me, but He has also, proved me wrong that He's in control of all things and He's in control of my story. In 2021 or 2020, I thought that I was not going to live. I think everybody had that exact same mindset. I thought I was not going to live. I thought that I was not going to make it. The things that I went through, I had no one to help me. I had no one to save me. I had no one to care for me and nurture me. No one could understand exactly what I went through. They either probably assumed that I was crazy or mad. They couldn't really understand me because I was explaining things from the spiritual perspective. I couldn't really explain something that I were dealing with in the spirit, whether only in the physical, because what may seem foolish isn't. What seems foolish to someone else may not be foolish to other people. Okay, So basically, like, the things that I was going through was spiritual things, and I couldn't really explain that to certain people because they were not in the right mindset to understand. Either because they had a veil in their eyes, over their eyes, they couldn't see, and I understand that now. But the thing is that 2022 is just reminding me of the accomplishment that I have achieved, and that was being alive today. That is that I have kept fighting. I fight all my life since I was born. I was meant to be a fighter, and that is what the Lord has spoken to me before about how I was meant to be a fighter. I was born to be a fighter because all my life I have fought for my life. I have always had to defend myself at times, and sometimes I did not know how to. I did not know how to fight for myself or defend myself or speak up for myself. I always had to allow people to walk over me. I always been given the end of the stick. I always had to be given the leftovers over from someone. I'm always just been treated I always had people treating me mistreated me fairly. Like I had people treating me badly, and I always felt like I was not good enough. The things that I went through in 2021 and 2020, it was worse. It was bad. And 2022 is just reminding me that I have accomplished so many things that some people probably had gave up on. They gave up on God. They gave up on the purpose that God has called them because they couldn't keep going. Some people did not make it the age that I am today. Some people didn't wake up to celebrate their birthday. I was given a chance. And I'm so grateful. And that is the greatest accomplishment that I have in my life today. If it wasn't for the Lord, I have accomplished so many things. But the thing that I went through it was undescribable, undeniable too. And it may don't seem true to someone's eyes, but it was true to me because it was happening to me physically and spiritually. I'm so grateful that God was with me. Because if he was with me the whole entire time through the obstacles that I went through, then I know that he could do the same for you. I have accomplished some things, and I survived. I truly survived. I survived because of the Lord's hands was on my life, and I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful. And I know that 2023 is going to be better for me and greater for me because I deserve it. All the things that I dealt with it alone. Had no one nurture me, had no one to cover me, had no one to pray for me. Majority of the time I had to pray for myself. Majority of the time I had to be the one to fight the things that's bad that I was battling on my own. I had to go through some things on my own because it was part of me it was part of God teaching me how to lean on him and not on men. It was hard for me. I was not used to being I wasn't used to being being disciplined that way. But I tell you one thing, the discipline was because he loves me. And I'm just so grateful today that I'm able to share that with you guys. Start looking over your life that you had went through back then. Think about the things that you accomplished. Don't think about how much you have been through. Think about how you accomplished it. Think about how it had helped you. Think about the wisdom that you got from it. Because I had learned a lot of things. I learned a lot of things from what I went through. And it only made me grateful. It only humbled me. And if it wasn't for the Lord, I wouldn't be here today. I thought I was not going to live in 2020 and 2021. I thought I was not going to be able to live again. I thought I was going to be gone. I thought that was the end of my story, but I just want to let you know it wasn't, because God came in and revealed it to me himself. just by letting me know that I'm still here, breathing, waking up every day, breathing. It only a sign to let him know that as long as I'm real, he's real. As long as I'm breathing, he's here with me. He's here with me. If I'm breathing, he's always been there and never left my side. So I want you to take this message as an encouragement and a motivation that your weakness is your greatest strength. When you are at your lowest, that is the greatest power that you can show yourself to the Lord. When you are at your weak, God sees that as valuable. He sees that as beautifulness. He sees it as a beautiful thing that you're showing his weakness before him. You're going to him knowing that you are not perfect. And when you do that, he's like, I'm gonna step in on your behalf for whatever situation you're in. And he's opening the door for you. He's helping you, guiding you through it. And all you got to do is walk in and to receive it. Sometimes you just have to walk in and receive it. I just want to encourage you guys that you can do it. You can do it. I believe in you in the same way I did not believe in myself. You did not know what I was going through. It could have took my life. It really was a life and death situation for me. And I always said it with my family members. They could never understand what I was going through, but it was a life and death situation for me. It was the end of my life. It felt like it was the end of my life. But God showed it around in my favor. He has turned it around in my favor the same way he has done it for Joseph. Turned it around for his good. What I thought was going to kill me end up not killing me. It only made me greater. See, you got to understand that the things you went through, God was just training you. He was just training you. But I just want to let you know that the greatest accomplishment that I have made today, that I realized that I made through all these years, was living, being obedient to the Lord, being faithful to the Lord, consistently just continue to seek him, building my relationship with him, knowing that he is my father, knowing that he is who he say he is, knowing that he is not a man that shall lie, none of he is the son of man that shall repent, that his words will not return back to him void. Once he has spoken something over your life that is going to happen, it shall come to pass. God's words will never fail us. And I just want to encourage you guys that everything that you've been through, it is just for you to step in your purpose so you can tell your testimony to the world, so then they can be touched by the glory of God that is upon your life, so they can surrender, so you can set people free that has been bound from the enemy for years and ages. You have no idea who all is battling something that they been dealing with for years, and they had no idea what it was that they were dealing with, that they was battling with. Imagine when you speak those words of your testimony come out, guess what? All hell break loose. All of a sudden, everything will break. Everything will loose. Every chain must just break. Every chain must break. Every yoke must be removed from that person. Everything and every demon must flee. Do you not understand? Everything, by you speaking your testimony, it is so beautiful and it's powerful. I just want to let you know that the thing that you went through, it is your strength. It is the thing that got you become greater. So never be ashamed of your past. Never be ashamed of what you've been through and what you went through and what you've done in the past, because nobody's not perfect. I just want to let you know that nobody's not perfect. And I just want to know that the thing that you have done, you be thinking like, when you have that thought of thinking like, I haven't accomplished nothing. Well, you did. You know why? Because you kept the faith. You accomplished something because you kept the faith. You accomplished something because you kept waking up. You kept giving God the glory. You kept accomplishing things when you kept being obedient to the Lord. You kept accomplishing things when you just continue to stay in isolation. You continue to allow the people that are not for you. You kept separating them. You kept ignoring them. You are being obedient all the time. You are accomplishing so many things because you just wanted, because of the obedience that you've done. Everything that you got, sometimes you have to look at your life that you went through, look at your past and see how far you had came now. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself because you came this far. Nobody wasn't there with you when you were praying and fasting. Nobody wasn't there to pray and fast with you. No. Nobody wasn't there when you were praying and dealing with attacks at night. Nobody wasn't there when you having sleepless nights. Was they? No. You did this all on your own with the Lord. The Lord was with you, and he was always with you. Even when people didn't see you crying, even when you were behind closed doors crying your eyes out, God was always there with you. Do you not understand? You accomplished a lot of things. You accomplish, you know what you also accomplish? You accomplish by when you have walking into your purpose and you begin to be obedient, you begin to cleanse yourself, you begin to allow God to cleanse you, remove all these impurity spirits from you. When you decided to make that choice to heal, to remove all the trauma, to heal, do you not understand that you're not only doing that for yourself, but you also open a door for other people, even your family members, to be set free, even for family members to be to now no longer be bound by the enemy. Do you not understand you have accomplished some things? Do you not know your choice of choosing life is only gonna extend, it's going to extend from generation to generation to come. It's gonna only just set free your people, only set free God's people. You have no idea who all is connected to your purpose, and you'll be surprised who you are going to help. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised. Everything that you done was all worthy. It was all worthy. The sacrifice, everything was not in vain. That's what the Lord's saying. The thing that you went through was not in vain. He's seen it. And because of the sacrifice you took, because of the obedience, you accomplished something. Did you not understand? Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. Never look down. Never look down because of how much you have came. Never look down because of what you had to sacrifice. You sacrificed for the good cause of not only to God, but for his people. And sooner or later, those people that you're setting free, they're going to realize that you really truly care for them. It's going to feel so much good when they actually appreciate you, notice you, when you done something good for them. And they never did anything for you, but you just did this because you love them. This could be family members, other people out in the world. Nobody didn't do this for you, but you did it for them. And you did it for the Lord. You made the good choice. You did something that your family members and other people may not have had the energy or the strength to do it. You did something. You broke chains off of people that you even know. You removed the yokes from people that you did not know. God used you for something so beautiful and greater. Do you not understand? I want to let you know that you accomplished so many things that you think you did not. Sometimes we expect, when we accomplish something, we expect to get a reward right then and there to let us know that we accomplished something. But guess what? Sometimes you have to be the one to remind yourself that you accomplished something. You have to remind yourself that. You have to look at your life and look at what you did in the past. Is you doing the same thing you done in the past? No. Are you still being disobedient to the Lord from what you did in the past? Are you still dabbling in things that you shouldn't be dabbling in? Are you seeking the Lord with all your whole heart and soul and strength? Think about that. So you have to give yourself credit. Give yourself credit. Be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself. Because this story that you have made, that you have started out, is only the beginning. This is only the beginning. A beginning for something new. And that's exactly why I keep hearing that High School Musical song called Something New. something new. I think it's called something new. But I don't know. Is it something new? I don't know. I forgot, you guys. But I've been hearing that song the Lord been putting in my heart. Something new. I was singing a song recently and it was like, something new, something new. I don't know. And it's just like, it's crazy. Something new is about to happen and it's going to come very soon. Sooner than you think. It will come swiftly and rapidly. You just got to hold fast. Trust in the Lord. I just want to let you know that this video was just to encourage you guys that you have accomplished something. You may don't see that you accomplished something, but 2023 is going to show you what you accomplished. It's going to show you what you accomplished. You may don't see your fruits right now. It's going to God is going to show it. He's going to show it in 2023. 2023 is going to be your turn. Your year. You deserve it. I don't know if I said 2023. I mean 2022, but what if I did said that? My bad. I meant 2023. 2023 is your year. It's your year. And you deserve everything that is about to happen to you in that year. Because that is the year that you're able to know that you did accomplish something. And I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you. Yeah, you that's behind this camera, that's watching this video. I'm very proud of you. And be proud of yourself because you came this far. You made it when you made it when other people doubted you. You made it when people discouraged you. You made it even when people was attacking you. You kept going. So be proud of yourself. I love you guys and I'm just so proud of you. I just want to let you know that you have already accomplished so many things. You may don't see it, but just wait. Just wait. The last hasn't yet to come. There's so much more that is coming. I just want to let you know that you accomplished some things. When I said that, there's more to come. There's more to come. And you're going to be mind blown. So I just want to make this video to let you know you accomplished something. At this point, you are a true hero. The God in you makes you a true hero because you choose something. You did something that was so scary. You did something that was so terrifying. And you walked through the fire, even when it was uncomfortable. So be proud of yourself. All right. Love you guys. Take care.